We are officially recording, so everyone who is still traveling home from conference will be able to see what we're doing tonight, okay? So I'm so proud of you guys for jumping on. I'm so excited for everything that is coming up over the next couple months. Honestly, I feel like this year is different. So if you are new, if you have not been a part of our team for this time of year before, get ready, okay? Get ready, get focused, get determined, set your goals, all right? By a show of hands, who has downloaded their Wired app? It is a must. If you have not downloaded your Wired app, go do it right now, okay? You need to see it. I want everyone to have it. That way you can look at it. We're all going to look at it right now, okay? So you can do this if you're on your phone, okay? Everybody go to your Wired app now. Pull it up. It'll put you on pause. It will only freeze your face on probably the most unattractive picture possible. Every time Anna Worthington has gotten off, there's like this stone face that I'm seeing like frozen forever every time she clicks over, probably to her Wired app. Okay, you got it pulled up? I want everyone to click on the far right-hand bottom. It says Go Bonus. And that will bring you to a screen that looks like this. Okay? That tells you how many days you have to hit your next bonus. You seeing that? Does everybody see that screen? If you do not see that screen, you probably have an Android. iPhones rule the world. But you probably have an Android. I know there's a kink in it, and I know they're also working on it. Okay. So just kind of follow along the best you can if you have an Android and it's not working. Huh?
Brianne?
Yes.
On the Android, if you completely uninstall the app and reinstall the app, it updates it, and then you're good to go.
Sweet. Okay. There you have it. I actually had to uninstall and reinstall my app too, because the only thing I was getting was a video of that Mike Patillo did explaining the bonuses. So you can find that also, but it should pull up a screen that looks like mine. Hold on. I need my husband to bring some water. I'm not going to be happy about that either. So, okay, we've got our picture. We know we all have 48 days to reach our next bonus. Like, there should be no one on this call that does not say 48 days. Am I correct, guys? And well, wait,
unless they're new in January.
Enrolled in February.
Or even January. In January, you have 3 full months, so that's February, March, April.
Okay, so that's how it is, 3 full calendar months.
Yes.
Yeah, it's 3 full calendar months from their start date, as long as they started after January 1.
Okay, so if you enrolled before 2017, yours will say, hold on, I'm putting you back on mute. If you enrolled before 2017, yours will say 48 days. So we have 48 days. Now, guys, I just want to say 48 days may not sound like a lot to you. You might be like, oh my God, I can't do anything in that. I'm not going to do anything at all. Last year, we came home from conference, and you know how many days we had to make magic happen? 17. We had 17 days to pull off our promotions. And what did we do? Exactly that. Okay. We all pulled together and we rallied around it. So 48 days is like, whew, that's like, I could still get sleep at night for 48 days. Like, that's amazing. So don't think that, I don't want you to feel like, because 48 days, so very much can happen if we all pull together, if we are all ready, and if we are prepared to do this together. Okay. This business is not built on with just one man. It is everyone. So see the big picture, know that you can do this. All right. You may be sitting there right now and you may be saying to yourself, I don't know how I'm going to do this. But trust me. You can do this. I want to tell you a little story real quick about 2015. when we were coming home from conference, I was sitting on the plane and we were kind of brainstorming and we were trying to figure out what we were going to do and where we were going to go next and what, how we were going to reach these bonuses that the company had just laid out in front of us. I was a triple at the time. And, I was on the plane with Harmony, right? Harmony, we flew home together that year and we were brainstorming, we were coming up with ideas, and Harmony was sitting at Diamond. Here, you want to take yourself off? I'll take you off mute. Let me unmute you so you can chime in and tell the story with me. Harmony was sitting at Diamond at that.
I was a double diamond, not maintaining diamond. I was a double diamond, not maintaining double. I was barely diamond.
Okay. And she was looking at going for a triple bonus at the time. And I was triple, and I was looking at going after a presidential bonus. Okay. Once I got to sitting there and looking at it and figuring out what I was going for and what my team was looking at going for as well, I realized that I could go home and I might be able to go ambassador. We had about the exact same amount of days, okay, as what you are being given right now. And I was able to promote from triple to ambassador. Harmony went from barely maintaining a diamond to becoming a strong triple diamond. Leah went from double to presidential. I mean, we did things during that time that we did not feel like were possible. And did we know what we were doing? No. Had I ever done more than steps to success in a month? No. I need you to hear me when I'm saying this, guys. No, I was not someone who knew how to pull in a bunch of people. I didn't know how to train them. I didn't know what I was doing. Okay. But when you are put in that position where you can do something amazing for your family, you figure it out. Okay. I had a picture on my phone that said, how hard would you work for $250,000? Because if you look at those Go Fast bonuses, it's the exact same. I got $100,000 bonus for going presidential and $150,000 bonus for going ambassador. And I put that on my phone and it literally said, how hard would you work for $250,000? And every time I would look at it, I'd be like, really freaking hard. And I put my phone back down and I would get back to work. So whatever is going to motivate you through this time, do it. You need to write all over your bathroom mirror, do it. You need to put a declaration out on Facebook, go do it tonight, okay? You need to have that chat with your husband or your mom or somebody and say, hey, I need you to help out, making dinners in the evening. If you could really pick up and start helping me with the laundry over the next 48 days, that would be fantastic. Do it. Have those conversations. Make sure your people in your life know what you're doing, okay? And if you don't have a single distributor yet on your team, if it is just you, great, okay? You are going to find out that momentum loves speed, all right? So once you're out there and you're excited and you're messaging everyone you know and you're telling them, I'm getting ready to earn a $10,000 bonus, because it takes that commitment for starters. Commit to it. I don't want you to message me and say, I'm going to try. Nope. That's not what we do. That's not what we do here at It Works. Okay. That's not what we do here on this team. And I had talks this weekend with Mike Patillo and Mark actually. And they both bragged on Harmony and Leah. And it was so amazing. It was so amazing to sit there and to get to be like, those are my best friends. But I explained to them that the culture on our team is different. Okay. There is nobody here that's going to get to the top because they got lucky. That's not how this works. That's not how this time of year works. You're not going to sit there and think, oh, the next person I'm going to sign up is a rock star and then it's going to take me straight to ambassador. That's not going to happen. Okay. You have to know that if you want to go diamond, if you want to go triple, if you want to go presidential, whatever, you look at that chart. I know that going diamond is 24 people. Okay. I know that it's going to take me 24 people to build a diamond. I know that it's going to take me 24 and 14 people to build a double. I could sit and I can do the math, and I know that those people are going to have to show up in my business. But I know that the reason they're going to show up is because I'm going to make damn sure that they do. Okay. I'm going to make sure that I am the one that's blitzing, that's staying up late, that is talking to everybody, that's growing my social media, that's doing my 4 to 6 posts a day, that's having the parties, that is talking to my friends and family and calling in every single favor that I know and messaging my friends from elementary school and getting them excited about these bonuses, because guess what? These bonuses are not just for you. It's so much bigger than that. It's so much deeper than that. Like when they announced it, I'm not going to lie to you. When they announced it at conference, it was kind of like the air was sucked out of the room. And we all just kind of sat there like, And the longer I looked at it, it was like, oh my gosh. Like, and then I was like, so amazed, and I'm obsessed with this bonus plan, you guys. Honestly, like this is going to not only ensure that you get to go after what you want, but guess what? It's going to ensure the longevity of each and every one of our businesses. Okay. It is going to make sure that you are going to be able to earn that beach money. Okay. That you are able to have the residual income that you want, because yeah, you know what? Anybody who signs up to do this business between now and May 31st gets to be put on this plan. Okay. Gets to be put on this plan that we're going to show you here in just a second. I need to figure out how I can make probably Rochelle a host. Rochelle, are you out there somewhere?
Hey, and while before we go into that, is there anybody here that's on their phone and their computer? Does anybody have 2 logins to this? Because there are people trying to get on and it's full.
Oh, the Zoom? Oh, guys, we're full. Sorry. That doesn't happen very often.
Good problems to have.
Good problems. Hashtag February problems.
Let them know that Brianne's recording it.
I am recording. Okay, sorry, Rochelle. I'm trying to find you on here so I can, hold on, see if I can make you. Okay, well, I selected make host because you'll need that to screen share, I think.
Okay.
So you're the host, so just manage. I think it keep letting me record. Okay, so you just make sure that you're managing volume and stuff. Okay, so also, I just want you to know that this plan that we're getting ready to talk about, okay, is so much bigger than you. And I need you to feel that. I need you to know that, like we talked about on the first call, they had us stand up and if we felt like this business was a gift. Okay, they said, everybody in this room who feels like this business was a gift, I want you to stand up. And everyone in the entire room stood up, guys. This business is, or this opportunity is so much bigger than you. It is your job to go out there and to offer it to other people. I feel like I'm doing my friends and family a disservice if I'm not, honestly. And I want you to catch that fever really quickly, because it took me too long to realize that I wasn't doing anyone any favors. I wasn't making any of my friends any money by staying silent. And you know what? It's a whole lot more fun to do this together and to be able to go shopping together and to be able to go to parties together and to be able to make Rap Cash together. It's so much more fun that way. Okay. All right, Rochelle, I'm going to hand it over to you. That way you can pull up the screen of the plan. Maybe, if you're still here. Rochelle?
Yeah, sorry. I was just dealing with a kid real quick.
Oh, you're fine.
Hey, guys. First of all, I just want to let you know these bonuses are so amazing, but you really want to make sure that you're understanding the bonus and how much time you have and all of the qualifications for it. So in your eSuite, I'm going to share my screen and show you the 2 documents that are super helpful, okay? And the Wired app is so nice because it's a quick look at what you need. But these documents go into detail what you need. So for example, Leah kind of touched on it a bit ago, but one thing you really need to make sure you have 4 new loyal customers in 2017. So you cannot place those loyal customers under your teammates. You have to keep them. And all of those loyal customers need to have at least 25 BV when they enrolled. So if they ordered Fat Fighters in January, that's not going to count for one of your customers for this bonus. Also, they need to be eligible. A loyal customer is not going to be eligible if they share an address with somebody, with another customer or distributor. And you can see in your eSuite if they say eligible or not. And if you're ever just worried, you can always submit a ticket and just say, hey, I just want to verify that I have 4 eligible loyal customers in 2017 for the Go bonuses. And they will let you know. Like, I like to cover my bases just for a peace of mind. So that's just one thing I wanted to share real quick. And then now I'm going to share my screen and pull up these documents. Can y'all see my screen right now? Brianne or somebody? Yeah, okay. Just making sure. Okay. Sorry, guys. I have of course, all these things up. Okay, so this first document is just like the official rules. And first of all, I apologize. My voice is like this. I don't usually sound this raspy. I just had way too much fun at conference. But anyways, the official rules. This is one thing definitely look at. I'm going to scroll down a little bit and show you the charts because in my, I think this is kind of the, my God, why is all this stuff being written on my screen, you guys? I'm a mess. Okay. So like the first chart right here, this is the Go Fast bonus. And you're going to see new distributors. That's the people that enrolled January 2nd, 2017 on, or anytime in 2017. So please know that if someone on your team or you enrolled January 1st, you're not in the new distributor category. You're going to be in the existing distributor category. So for all new distributors, January 2nd, 2017 on, this is going to show you how many months. And sorry, this is just the Go bonus. So this is not the fast track. This is just if you don't make it to Diamond within your first 3 calendar months, you actually have 6 calendar months to get to 5,000. So if I were you guys, I wouldn't even look at the Go Fast or the Go chart now. I think we all want to go fast, right? And worst case scenario, we barely miss it and then we get the Go bonus. But on our team, we go fast and we try, for that one. So if you scroll down a little bit further, you're going to see here's the Go Fast bonus. And this is what I would look at, you guys. What's cool, your new distributors. And guys, if you enrolled in December, don't be down and out because you're not in this new distributor chart, because you can use this as a tool to get people to join your company, your business, because this is such an amazing incentive, okay? So you'll see, if you're trying to hit Diamond, you have 3 months, you get $10,000. Guys, you get 3 full calendar months. So if you joined January 2nd, January is a freebie month. You get February, March, April. So the last day of April you would have to earn that $10,000 bonus, okay? And then if you scroll down, most of us on this Zoom probably fall into the category where we enrolled in 2016 or prior to 2016. So this is the chart you really want to look at. And looking at your Wired app is obviously an easier way to see what you need. But, some of you, Brianne and Leah, they double promoted a few years ago, so some people, you may be pushing for more than just one of these bonuses, which is awesome. So let's say right now you are a double diamond and you want to hit triple diamond. Well, you would go down on the left of the triple diamond is your new category. and then you would go over to the right. If you're currently double diamond, you would have until March 31st. So this chart is just super helpful, okay? But this is a document. One of the first things I did today when I had a moment was I read this word for word. And that wasn't always my personality type to read things word for word. But guys, if you're going for a $10,000, $30,000 bonus, don't you want to know everything about it and cover your bases? Like I definitely do. So read this. And then in your eSuite, there's a frequently asked questions document about the bonuses. And that is really helpful too. It does break it down for you a little bit, and it answers some questions for you. So I'm just so excited for all of you guys. Like Brianne was saying, like this bonus is awesome. I've been with the company 3.5 years, and they've never given us a bonus that just is offering this much money to us. And I think giving us a really attainable amount of time even to earn it. So super awesome. Brianne, did you want me to cover anything else?
Nope, you're good. Okay, so I know that you need to plug in your laptop. You're not going to be with us much longer. I know that you're going to have to turn off screen sharing too.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure all this out.
All right.
Okay, I think I'm good.
Okay, let me see. All right, there we go. Okay, so I know that you guys all have your Wired app downloaded, and I assume on the family call here in a minute they're going to give us more details about this plan, honestly, but I wanted to make sure that we had a good understanding of what it looked like together before we went into that. Okay, so if you have your Wired app out, let's just pull that out one more time. Okay, guys, go to, I want to see you guys. Okay, go to, you're going to go to the Wired app, click on where it says Go Bonus. So you've got this screen right now. Up here at the top, you've got, it keeps like going out of focus. Speaker view. Okay. That little, what's it called? A trophy. Click on the trophy, okay? And then you're going to get your dates. You see that? All of your dates are going to show up. That is going to be what is your time frame for reaching all of your bonuses, okay? Honestly, I don't know a lot about this yet. I mean, I know that these dates are, but I feel like everyone should screenshot these dates today. Like, just humor me. Everyone take a quick screenshot of your dates. If something happens and, there's glitches all the time, I want to make sure that we're all protected. So let's all just kind of take a picture of our dates. That way we have documentation in case anything happens or there's a glitch in the system. We want to make sure that everybody has plenty of time. I'm sure it's fine. And once we go into the eSuite, they'll be able to look it all up. But just to save ourselves, everybody take a screenshot of your dates today. Okay. So you now know your dates. I want you guys to put that somewhere. Whether you put it in a calendar, whether you put it on your bathroom mirror, whether you are, just putting it on your refrigerator. I want you to talk to your team. I want you to talk to your upline. I want you to talk to your enroller. I want people to know what your goals are. If you're trying to be an island and if you're trying to go diamond all on your own, it's not going to work. They say every week at church, they say, like, if you're trying to go on a spiritual journey alone, and you don't tell anyone, or you don't join a group, or you don't participate really, you just show up here for an hour every week and then go home, you're probably not going to get very far. Okay. I feel the same way about this. You need a support system. You need to make sure that you have people around you who know your goals, who know what you're going for, and who are going to encourage you on getting there. So talk to your upline, talk to your sidelines, find someone who's going for the exact same bonus that you are. Okay. And then come up with a plan. Like I said, if you're trying to go diamond, you need to know that you need 24 strategically placed distributors. If you're trying to go, triple diamond, You need to know that you need a double diamond and 2 diamonds underneath you. So basically, you get the joy of helping other people earn bonuses. All right. You get to look at who you get to help to make that happen. Whose life on your team are you prepared to change? All right. That's a big job. And you know what? You are lucky. You are lucky to get to be the one to fill that spot. Okay. So you are lucky to get to be that person in someone's life who gets to encourage them, who gets to be there when we're having a hard days. Guys, I tell people all the time, if you aren't prepared to burn this business to the ground some days, you are not working it with enough passion. I promise you that. There are days where I have worked and I've talked to so many people and I've been told no by so many people and people are driving me crazy and I never want to talk to anyone ever again. And at the end of the night, Scott is like, you've got to go to bed. And I say, I'll swear that I'll never work another minute in my life. And then the next morning he's like, you good? Are we back? Are we ready to do this again? Because you're going to have days like that. But having those days mean that you have fire. It means that you have passion. It means that you have commitment. Okay? It means that you're dedicated. Commit to this, you guys. Commit. You know, they keep talking a lot about commit, don't quit. That is what I want for you guys. Okay? Hey, Harmony. You want to chime in on thoughts while I pull up the family call?
Yeah. Well, first off, just kind of along the same lines, the whole commit, don't quit thing. You guys, there are going to be moments over the next 48 days that you're going to want to quit. And you're going to say, I'm too far. This is too hard. This sucks. There's probably going to be tears. If there's not, then you probably don't have enough passion in this business. Because I will tell you, every single promotion month, there comes a point where you work and you work and you work and you get to a certain point and you have to decide. It's a whole lot easier to back down and not promote, but it's a whole lot more fulfilling when you do. So just know that if you some days feel like you're spinning your wheels, guess what? We all have those moments, okay? I really truly do believe they say like diamonds and above are the top, like 1 or 2% of this company. Mm-hmm. Guess what? Like the reason they are there is because when things got hard, they didn't quit. You don't get that title without a little bit of grit in there to decide that this is something you're going to do for your family. Okay. So just know that that is there. One other thing that you push play. What?
Can you put a pin in your thought? I have to push play. For the call. Since we were 17. We're going to answer.
Yeah, stop talking.
Well, let me see if I can turn my volume down. You keep talking.
Okay. One other thing I just want to tell you guys really quickly, and she touched on it a little bit, but talk to those people that are important in your lives. Let them know what your goals are. Let them know how this is going to affect them personally, and let them be a part of the process that decides what that's going to look like for you guys. I know 2 years ago when we got in the car on the way home from conference, and I knew it was going to be a lot of work to get to Triple, Ryan, who initially was not super supportive in this business, looked at me and said, like, okay, you're going to do this. If you're going to do this, what do I need to do? And at the time we had 3 small babies. They were 4, 2, and 1. Okay. So they were little. And he said, all right, well, what is this going to look like? And I said, I can't cook dinner every night if I'm with these babies all day. Like I have to have that hour to work. You guys, from the time I got home to the time I went Triple, I did no loads of laundry. I cooked no dinners. I did bedtimes because that was a special time with my kids, but I did no baths. Okay. That was a decision we made together as a family. If I had come home from conference and said, here's what I'm not going to do anymore, here's what I need you to do, it probably would not have been as well received. But knowing that we were in this together and knowing that this is what was going to benefit our family and this is what was going to affect us as a whole, as a family unit, it helped having his say in that. So I think talking to them, and we sat down our children were little. You guys, they wanted Pez dispensers. When mommy hit her goal, they wanted to go buy Pez dispensers. So we took our big bonus money and we bought our kids Pez dispensers because as a family, we talked about what mommy was trying to do for our family. And they didn't get it. They didn't understand, but they knew that mommy was working hard and she wasn't taking time away from them as kids without there being a reason. So I think if you can get your family on board, even little kids will understand if you talk to them that you are doing things that are going to help them, that's going to let them take those piano lessons, That's going to let them take those gymnastics. It's going to let you maybe come home from your job. Things like that. If you can get the people that are important in your life on board, it's a big deal. We sat down my mother-in-law and asked her to watch the kids 2 days a week so I could work during the day. Things like that. So decide what that's going to look like for you, because it's going to take more than you've ever given to this business to get there. And I hope I didn't go into the family call. Did they start already?
No.
Okay, we're good. That's all I really have to say about that. But I do think that it's important that it's a group effort and not just you deciding that you're backing out of, cooking dinner and being a part of a family.
Yeah.
Okay, I want you guys to go to your team pages really quick and just let people know to go ahead and jump on the call. I'm doing a post right now on mine, and let them know we're going to post the recording afterwards, because I know some people are getting stressed that they can't get on. You guys can go copy my post because I'm putting it up now. This is the song that they played at conference because the main theme was legendary. And apparently we're just going to keep listening to it. Shirley, it's going to be starting soon. Oh, good.
Hi, everyone. Pam Felder here, your Chief Networking Officer with ItWorks Global. Welcome tonight to our Sunday night family call, and I am feeling so blessed and proud to have Mark Pentecost, our CEO, on the line with me, as well as our Chief Sales Officer, Mike Patello. And all I can say is, wow, what a weekend, what a 2017. It is so hard to put in words what transpired this last weekend. And Mark, we kicked it off Wednesday night with leadership, and I know your heart is as full as mine, and it was just such an incredible experience.
Oh, it was, Pam. So, somebody's on their game. I had people texting me today that we got to have Legendary as the music, and somebody already got it on tonight. So
yeah,
on it for all weekend. And that song is so good. And truly, we feel great after all events, but all I've heard all day is this is the best conference ever. And I think we just touched people on so many levels. And what I'm excited about is the team is ready. You can look them in the eyes and you can tell they're ready. When you play that song Legendary and talk about a whole nother level, this team is ready. And, Wednesday night we set it off with just kind of getting the foundation right. We were working on some recognition. That was a lot of fun to start right out with the Millionaires Club and put those new ones up there. I think there were 17 new ones, good people. I mean, it was so exciting. We gave out a few awards that night. We started right out with the It Works Way Award, and Stacey Dennis, Fabian Russo, and Jeree and Chad Kneller received those awards this year for doing things the It Works way and living their life the It Works way. And Pam, I just thought it was amazing to me. To do the recognition, we opened up the magazine, the Rap Mag. If you don't have one in your hand, go to the website and order that, because it shows our culture. And I think one of the things so special about It Works is our culture. You can't explain it, but when you're in the room, you know it. And it's that passion, it's that energy. And we owned Tampa. We owned the whole city. I mean, everywhere you looked, it was black, green, and bling. And we finished Wednesday night, and we always do our, actually Thursday, sorry about that. Wednesday, we were with our leadership. And, even then, you walked in the room, and the buzz was there, and you felt like it was a family reunion. It was just loud, and everyone talking. And we kind of gave them a little bit of what was coming. We gave out a bracelet. I like to do something each year. Last year was Reach Higher. This year was Legendary. Commit, don't quit. And, man, they were looking me in the eyes like, we're ready. Give it to us, and we're ready to go out and work. And we saw that, Pam. We saw it big time.
Oh, my gosh, we did. Mark, what the buzz, especially at the end yesterday, and we'll talk about that as we go through the call, but every day just escalated to me. Wednesday night with the top leadership, heading into Thursday, closing the night with worship, the music. Randy, who spoke also, your minister, he was just phenomenal with his message, and I loved every moment of it. And Mike, I know for you and I got to spend a lot of time together behind the scenes, behind the stage, and we were just in awe of our leadership and all that. We were like, let's give them what they need, the training that is necessary to fill out those steps to success, and then to promote and pick their number to wherever they want to go. But Mike, what was your feel for it?
I tell you, it was an amazing Wednesday, Thursday, and then when I look at Friday and I think about the opener, the carpool karaoke, I'm still laughing at that every time I think about a few of those scenes. I mean, we had a blast filming it. I know the family in the audience was having fun watching that, and then we had the opener, Pam, and there's nothing like It Works family. We are It Works. And recognizing all the ranks stage, and then we.
Hey guys, if you aren't on mute, if you could double check and make sure you made it.
Sing it, and that was my favorite part of conference up to that point, right? We always have multiple favorite parts, but just so many lives. We pulled 3 names for the dream drawing, and to pay off debt, and to pay off student loans, and to pay off cars, and it was just so cool seeing the lives being changed, and then that set up a handful of stories that were shared throughout Friday of people being able to pay off debt, and the student loans, the medical bills, the credit cards, and just the debt that weighs people down. We heard from some amazing movers and shakers that were just sharing from the heart how It Works had impacted their life. And then, Pam, we got right into that crazy rap thing, the training. I mean, I heard more and more people that there's always that balance of, they want to be inspired. They want that inspiration, that education, and that motivation, and of course that promotion. But I tell you, we had such the perfect balance of each, and you got right into talking about that crazy rap thing with some amazing leaders, and Luis Maharas came up. What an amazing time. Luis just impacted the crowd.
He did. He really brought it. One thing about Luis is not only is he so extremely knowledgeable, of course, being the formulator of the rap, a lot of our skincare, he's fun. He's just fun. He gets our culture. He knows that we're serious, but we also like to have fun and really get to know each other. So I thought, of course, I'm biased. I thought my panel was the best, and I know that everyone thought theirs was too, Mike. But it was fantastic having him once again backstage and then out front. And what I loved at the end, when he was asked, what does the rap mean to you? And now that you see everyone out here and all the lives that you impacted, and him just talking about that and how he's very humbled by it, and that he takes it very seriously, and he knows that the product is that vitally important, not only for people and the way they want to look cosmetically, but also financially. So that was really, really fun. And Mike, I love pulling the dream drawings out. And then, of course, I'll let you carry us through the rest of the day, because it was a powerful day.
Oh, it absolutely was. And when you look at after the dream drawing and Luis and some information about how to sell results, Dr. Don was up there talking about the results packs. And then we just went right on through to some news from HQ. And it was so cool seeing Pamela Burns out there. And what was exciting is that we introduced a one-stop shopping experience. So when all of our distributors are on their replicated website, they can now purchase all of our products as well as business tools and apparel on the website in one shopping experience. We continue at It Works to make things simple. And we still have a promotion going on for free shipping. It goes through Monday at midnight. That's tomorrow, February 13th at midnight Eastern time. If you spend $100 on apparel business tools, you get free shipping on that. So we know you're fancy in our gear. I mean, the store was huge. It was amazing. But all of that, when you go into the store, you see those gives back areas. And Mark, what was, really personal, I think, to so many people is that when they got to go in the store and they got to see all the things, but then when they knew that some of their purchases and some of the things was going towards gives back, and that's one thing that happened on Friday as well, our gives back section. Man, it's just a big part of who we are and what It Works Way is all about.
Well, it truly is, Mike. And we had 4 of our partners on stage with us, and Children's Cup, where we have really made an impact around the world, educating and feeding and taking care of so many kids right now, and it touches us. And Children's Cup actually brought one of the children over from Zimbabwe, and it was just cool to see the difference we're making as a company, as a team. And Sailor Freedom, when we started out with them a few years ago, and they were just beginning, and now they're impacting the world with what they're doing, and just getting human trafficking, the education out there, and rescuing people, and it is really special. And so I love that. And Samaritan's Purse, really big, and they get boots on the ground all over the world, wherever there's a disaster, wherever something is going of need. And then kids cancer, and we were there with Holly was there with her book, and it was just touching that it works. We know to continue to grow and be who we are, that we got to be a blessing to others. And I tell you, our team's got the biggest hearts. They're going to be rewarded big this year because they got the biggest hearts, and it's just cool to see. And I got to tell you two, one of my favorites was we started the afternoon, and you guys went out into the audience, and I heard such great feedback on that. And people said it made them feel like they were on the stage with you guys being out in the crowd, and you were making it real. And I think that's one of the things we did really well at this conference, was really meet people where they're at, and really be able to identify areas of what is holding you back and why. Because we know you're worthy, and this team believes in you. And Mike, Pam, both of you went out there, and that was such an impacting segment, Mike.
Oh man, it was huge. And I was thinking, Mark, the biggest part in the morning, even before that, what blew me away was when you walked across the arena on a high wire. It was no, I'm sorry, that was Nick Walinda. It was Nick Walinda. That was your body double. But man, I was thinking about that when Pam and I were out in the audience in the afternoon. I just kept looking up, and I saw the wire, and I thought, man, thank goodness that was Nick and not me. But man, what an amazing feat, Mark. When we think about focus and putting one foot in front of the other and not being distracted, that was one of those moments I think every person in the audience, they will absolutely not forget.
Oh, I totally agree. And, we kept it a surprise. And, of course, many of you have heard by now, Nick's team was practicing a couple of days before conference, and they fell. And we were not for sure if the show was going to go on or not. And you talk about focus, fighting fear, and going through obstacles. What every one of us do building our businesses, Nick showed us up there in that wire. And, the light comes on and he's there. And then the second shocker is he actually starts talking to us. I was at an ambassador buffet this morning, and they were talking about, they wanted to say, just be quiet. Keep walking, but be quiet. They were afraid he was going to get distracted and fall. And he talked to us, and it was just a great talk on never giving up, believing in yourself, and where's your focus. And I thought that was a great one, Mike. We were hoping that would be a really good surprise to people when they look up and watch this guy walking across this huge Amalie arena. And we definitely got the effect we wanted out of that.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. I think about those ambassadors you just mentioned. Right after lunch on Friday, we had our top 100 parade. They came from backstage, from literally the back of the stage, in the back of the room, and walked all the way down. Then we recognized our top 10, and then we went in for the first time. International had a section, and they were sharing about some exciting updates from their first ever leadership retreat in Marbella, their boot camps, and we had over 1,000 people from outside the U.S. that came to One 2017. It was so cool. Albert Bosk and Kinsey Pentecost, they were up there, really just sharing from the heart about their passion, how they're going to impact international. And then our top 15 income earners from international had a chance to walk across and be recognized. And that was so cool to be able to see how we continue to grow throughout the 21 countries in the world. And one of the big announcements that International had made was they've been working really hard with our operational team to bring PayPal as a payment option to some of the markets, as well as may impact some of our domestic markets as well. And I was even thinking tonight when I paid for dinner at a local restaurant, it was PayPal, and I thought, wow, this is something that is absolutely going to make a big impact on It Works. And then, Mark, when we think about paying off debt and different ways to pay, we gave away the Freedom Award to the Garrison Spence and the Ways. You and Tyler went out there and did that. I know that was a special moment for you.
You know, it's something that I just believe so strongly in. And when you live debt-free, nobody can control you. And, you know, you're going to have times where the economy's great, your money's going up, everything's rocking, and there's times where things slow up a little bit. And when you don't have a pressure of bills on you, it is such a positive. And so we have really, really talked about that. And I was in a company once where, you know, they encourage you to go buy a bigger car, a bigger house, and then all of a sudden things aren't going well. You're stuck with that, and sometimes you're worse off. And we really work with people on paying off debt and just always, you know, we like to have fun. We like to have the toys, but we do it by paying cash. And these ones that we highlighted were just great families that have really dedicated to paying off their debt and living in that freedom of nobody controlling you. So that is a special one. Kyler got to give it with us. I really appreciated that. You know, Kyler gave up a lot to be with me this year and work through some of our stuff, and it was just awesome. Something that we've preached since they were little kids on being debt free, that we could pay that forward. So that was a fun one, Mike.
Yeah, man. I tell you, from that to the Loyalty and Legacy Award to end the day with the Dream Drawings, the Lackeys and the Walshes got that, and then Pam, the party. We had the black and green block party, and then the black and green block party, and then the fleeing masquerade ball. Pam, looking good at that masquerade ball. Mark, not too bad yourself, big guy.
We loved it. You know, I love getting dressed up. You know, it's once a year, and everyone brought it on. I love the dresses, to the shoes, to the mask. It was so much fun. What was nice is we had VIP and at our party that we went to, so we really had a lot of time to connect with each other. Yeah. And we danced the night away. The music was awesome. It was just fun to a whole nother level. And I heard the block party was rocking it out. They were all at the Amalie Center and also down in front of the convention center. So they had parties going on everywhere. And I heard that the karaoke, that we've got people that actually can really sing, and that they got on stage with karaoke, had a ball. And I know we just could not wait to go to that party. Then we couldn't wait to come home, go to sleep, Mike, and wake up for Saturday for the grand finale.
Oh, Saturday was awesome. I mean, we'd introduced Thursday. Cammie Pentecost Dempsey is our new Senior VP of Field Development, as we build out a field development team to help support the field around the U.S. International has already been working with the field development team. We thought, you know what a fantastic way to bring conference on Saturday, kind of funneling down to the big announcement of the promotion that we'll talk about here in a second, to really talk about from the Blitz to Black Diamond, from the Blitz to Ambassador, and really the life of a rap girl or a rap star. And, you know, going in here where Cammie, you know, Blitz Melody McFarland, which of course Melody's a top incomer and an ambassador, but she played the role as the newbie, and she did it so well. Showed up in her pink, not in colors whatsoever, and really played the role of what happens when you blitz somebody. And we walked them through blitzing at the press desk, and then down to rap parties and how to give, you know, some fantastic tips on rap parties, and then all the way down through a newbie once they're started, how to walk them through exactly what they need to do that first 48 hours. And then events. I'm so excited about the events we had this year. We announced the save the date for Green Carpet in June. And obviously, if you've not seen these details, make sure you go to your email that we sent out a little bit earlier tonight, about 3 hours ago, and it has all the details of save the date of Green Carpet. And then our boot camps. You know, International's bringing boot camps to all over 3 different continents. Domestically, we're going to be having boot camps in Dallas, Texas, then in Phoenix in April, and then Grand Rapids in May, leading up into our Green Carpet event. And those are on sale right now at events.itworks.com. Events.itworks.com. The special early bird pricing is up. Those will sell out. And I'm super excited about that. And Mark, I know that when we looked at the life of a rap star, the life of a rap girl on Saturday, it's a big part of what boot camp's going to look like with product training, compensation plan training. I got a lot of compliments of really digging in what Cammie shared on stage about the comp plan, and then blitz tips and rap parties. And then at our boot camps in the U.S., we're going to have a special time on Friday nights with you that's for diamonds and above, and we're going to be able to pour into them in these 3 cities leading up to green carpet.
Oh, it's going to be outstanding. That was one of the things I heard today. They really enjoyed going back through from the blitz all the way through, and the ambassadors were talking about how they forget sometimes that not everybody knows how to start a new rep, and just the consistency of sitting down and what you should be doing. And we talked this morning at making sure we get that in our training and our e-suite, and making sure those videos are available so that people can go through that and make sure, because we're going to be setting records here these next few months of how many people we're putting in the business. And we want to make sure each person gets the ability to start and know what they're doing. But the greatest way is to get to these events and see for yourself what's going on. And I'm excited, and I know people appreciate we could put these dates out this early, and that now people can be clearing their schedules and keeping it, putting it on there and being excited to get the family back together.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. And that leads into our events, One Team, One Missions. We've got the boot camps, but One Team, One Missions are going all over the country. And, I'm looking forward. Next week, I believe I'm in Louisiana, the week after Orlando, the week after Salt Lake, and it just keeps going. I know Cammie's got a packed out schedule at One Team, Pam as well. And Pam, I know you're excited about the boot camps. We've got Saturday afternoon as we looked at hundreds lists and really digging deep and customer retention. Those are some of the things we're going to be sharing at boot camp as well.
I heard a lot of buzz going through when we announced them. We remember boot camps. We had these several years ago. Seattle was one of my favorite. We had well over 3,000-4,000 people there. And back to the basics. That's what It Works is all about. That we started out that way with 2017. We're going to carry that message all the way through the year. And I'm loving the fact that we're going to be with Diamonds and Above on Friday so that we can pour more leadership into them. And I have a feeling we're going to have a lot more diamonds coming up this month and next month due to this promotion. So make sure you get to a boot camp. Make sure that you get your team to a boot camp. And yes, Mike, we are going to be on the road. I head out to West Palm. That's where I'm going to be starting. And so go to the It Works events calendar and look at that calendar, because it's being updated every single day with new One Team, One Missions. And I have a feeling it's going to get pretty packed out, simply because of the momentum that we're going through coming off this conference. So, Mike, I can't wait to get back out on the road with you.
Hey, it's going to be awesome. We got so many leaders out there that are hosting One Team, One Missions. I believe last week's newsletter had over 24 events just in February coming in and going into March. And I agree with you. The Triple Diamonds, Presidentials, Ambassadors, Black Diamonds, they are going to be hosting so many events for people to plug into and bring guests. And that brings us down to our close on Saturday, our Black Diamonds. We're from our Black Diamonds, Brandon, Denise Walsh, Joe and Stephanie Dunn, and just sharing from the heart about when you get to that point of the business, you don't stop. You keep working. You keep working, and you do it again and again and again. And if you do that, over time, you go from good to great, and then you can become legendary if you commit and don't quit. And Mark, you close the day with a really, really incredible talk on becoming legendary and what that really means. And man, I tell you, the whole place was on their feet. They were not only just ready for the promotion, just the details and from the heart that you shared, it was legendary.
Well, we really wanted to talk to where people are at. And, sometimes we use that word settle, and you don't want to settle. And, some people are doing good things, but they could be doing great. Some are doing great when they could be legendary. And we really talked about what's holding you back. Good is paying off those credit card debts. And great is paying that mortgage off, getting rid of those student loans. legendary is paying off your mom's bills or paying off your mom's house. And when we start talking about that, you can feel the chills of that, of realizing how big we can be, and that we just need to be bold and set our sights higher, because we have the vehicle here. And, you know, we put some things out there too, like sometimes you get in a slump. And I define a slump as, you know, sometimes, you know, it's not going the way you want it to go right now. You miss a promotion, or maybe your check went down some, or maybe someone on your team left. But a slump is something you fight through. And we talked about all the great, you take any sport, they have a Hall of Fame. And you take the people in those Hall of Fames, they all had slumps. And they didn't quit. They kept getting up to bat. And we were encouraging ours. And you know, a lot of people told me today, you know what? I've been in a slump and I didn't know what to do with it. Now I know. Fight through it. Go rap somebody. Go put someone new in the business. Sign up a customer. And it was fun for me to really go through that. And then the part I love is I see so much potential in every one of you. And we love getting people to believe in themselves again. And we talked about that you are worthy. If you don't feel you're worthy, it's hard to receive it. And we wanted to make sure you know you are worth it. And you've got great potential. And what you have is what makes you special. And we really define that there. And being able to say, I'm worth it. I'm worth it. And, man, they were all yelling that in that stadium. And that was awesome, Mike, to have up to 20,000 people there just saying, I'm worth it. And you could see tears. You could see people getting excited. And they're ready. They're ready to bust through to a whole nother level.
Oh, well, we found out real quick. They're ready to go. They were ready to go and go fast, because at the end of your talk, we introduced the Go bonus. And what I love about the Go bonus, and we could all spend hours talking about what we love about it, but really to get down to the simplest form of what the Go bonus is, it is a game plan for extra money in addition to the compensation as you build to diamond, double diamond, triple, presidential, and ambassador. And what we did is we found, you know, the typical time frame of a brand new person that gets started going all the way to diamond and up to ambassador, and we incentivize that now. We said, if you'll do that, we're going to pay you some extra bonuses that could absolutely change your life. And what was so cool is that then the unveil, we like to go fast. So if you'll do the ranks for the first time, and half the time that we publish, we'll pay you double the bonus. And if you've not seen yet, we put up 2 videos, because we kind of have 2 audiences for this bonus. The first audience is those that enrolled in 2017. And if you'll download the app Wired, It Works Wired, you can go to apps.itworks.com and download It Works Wired app. It will show your new distributors their personalized path when they click on the button Go in the bottom right-hand corner. And we've uploaded a video specifically for them to show them exactly what time frames they need to be working towards to hit diamond, to get that $10,000 Go Fast bonus. And then the other audience that we have are those that enrolled prior to 2017. And there's a video in there specifically for you, walking you through on the dates that you can earn diamond or above to get your Go Fast or Go bonuses. So make sure you're watching those videos. And what was so cool, Pam, is last night I know all of us went to several after parties and connected with a lot of leaders. And as Tiffany and I walked out of the room, you would just hear these random shouts and screams from different groups of people as we walked throughout the downtown Tampa Bay area. And I realized that at first I was a little concerned, and then I realized that, they just got it. They realized that March 31st wasn't the end of the Go bonus. It was just the beginning.
I loved it. You know, Dr. Don and I went to 9 parties last night. I mean, we flew in and flew out. We had a couple things to say. We took a little bit of time to figure out what do we possibly say when we're in front of these groups that are getting together, hanging out afterward, after the conference. And a lot of teams have different parties everywhere. We tried our best to get to each one of them. But so our speech went like this. I took the microphone and I said, go. And then I handed it to Dr. Don and he said, go fast. So that was pretty much it. That was our talk. and we said, really, there's nothing else to say. We came together. We were trained. We know how to blitz, wrap, repeat. We know to roll that right into steps to success, which will take us all the way to diamond and above. I love the Wired app. I was looking at people's phones. They were showing me where they're at and where they can go. And you're right, Mike, they thought, I've got to do all this by the end of March. Absolutely not. That is the starting part. And Mark, I know that this Go bonus will be legendary. And the beautiful part about it is that it will keep us all working all year. It will keep us all working all year. And that's what we want. We want to be incentivized to go out and do the things that we love doing, which is wrapping people, people changing their lives with our products, changing their financial history. But Mark, I loved the after parties. I loved everything. And I absolutely think this Go bonus is a game changer.
I do too. And, we got the greatest comp plan, and we've kind of gotten away from really understanding what the comp plan is, which we're talking residual income. You build something once, you keep getting paid on it time and time and time again. So we really went back to basics and talked about that you can pick your number. What's your number? What do you want to shoot for your monthly income? And then we threw the Go bonuses on top of it, and that incentivizes you to really get going. And I like the way we've done it now, because a new person coming in, and there's a lot of people out there that need this. They're hungry. And now we've got the plan for them, and we can show them. Here, what time frame do you have? How fast do you want to go? If you want to go, here we go. 6 months, get to diamond. 8 months, double diamond. Triple diamond, 12, and so on. But if you want to go fast, let's do it in half the time. We'll double the bonus. And if you haven't downloaded Wire yet, make sure you do that, because if you download it, it will have your plan, what your next rank is, how much time you have, and it'll set the plan right out there for you. Same with a new person joining the company. And if you need the charts, you can download the charts and walk through them right there in front of you also. So, Mike, we made it as simple as possible, but now we've got the plan for the rest of this year. And there's a lot of lives to be changed, and I like to go fast.
Oh, man, I like to go fast, too. And, I would encourage everybody, just like Mark said, make sure you download Wired. When you log in with your ID number, it's going to lay out for you your personalized game plan for each bonus from diamond on up based on your lifetime rank as of January 1st. And then the common denominator in all the success that you have is going to be you working towards those dates. You're going to be able to see March 31st date, whether it's May or June or July or August, whatever your time frame is, you've got the dates in front of you. Now you just have to do the work, and you got to go. And that's what we want to know tonight. Get on social media. This has been, I think it's been one of our best calls of the year, because it was so cool reliving 2017 like it was yesterday. But it was. But what I'm excited about is that when you get on social tonight, share with us what's your promotion that you're going to reach for Go or Go Fast by March 31st. Because we want you putting it out there. We want you going public with it so we can see you, so we can help keep you accountable, so your leadership can help keep you accountable. Because right now, the month of February, the month of March, it is time to go. We've got training for you, emails going out to leaders and emerging leaders right now about a kickoff Zoom with our Senior VP of Field Development, Cammie, tomorrow. And then we've got the Monday night call, Show Me the Money, tomorrow night with our Black Diamond, sharing about the Go bonus and how to keep it simple and what to focus on. Mark, I'm going to throw it to you to close out the call. This week was legendary.
It was best conference we've done, and it was great because you were there. And to put that many of our team in one place and feel that passion, feel that energy. I'm still getting notes from businesses in downtown Tampa, the hotels, the restaurants, saying thank you. Your group was by far the best group we've ever had through here. You treat people well. You guys are happy. You tip well. And so you guys represented us really well. We appreciate that. Now let's take that energy. Let's take that excitement from the weekend and put it to work in your life. And that's where right now will make the difference. Getting started tomorrow morning. You get up. Who are you blitzing? Who you adding as new customer? Who's coming into your team? What Zooms, what calls are you doing to communicate to your teammates that weren't there this weekend? What's going on? Let them know the promotion and get it out there. Just like as Mike said, put out there, what's your goal? What are you going for by March 31st? And I'm telling you, team, we can take this to a whole nother level. And the world needs it works. The more it works there is, the more we spread to the world. And they need what you have, which is great passion, great energy, and we love you for it. So go. My recommendation is go fast. And Mike, you guys were awesome all weekend. Our top leaders represented us so well. The message from the stage was so real, just so real. And I appreciate all of you. International, over 1,000 people international came from all over the world. We appreciated them and all of our corporate team that worked so hard. So, Pam, I don't know how we keep setting the bar higher, but we put the bar way up there this weekend.
We did. And, you know, I can't be more thankful for our corporate team that put this together. Everything ran so smoothly. So many people came up to me and said, best conference ever. They're just so glad that they came, so glad to have met all the people that they met, and of course to get all the training that they got. And it was fun being out there with Mike in that one segment, and I truly believe that segment changed a lot of people's lives. And I can't wait to reconnect with some of those people that we talked to and see how their business is going to evolve and change over the course of this year. And tomorrow night, Mike Patello will be on with me tomorrow night on the Show Me the Money call, along with our Black Diamonds. We're going to be talking about conference and also about the Go bonus. So make sure you attend our 9 p.m. Show Me the Money call. Bring guests. It'll be a great call for guests to hear about what's going on with It Works Global. So good night, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Great having you this past weekend. We're ready and we are going fast. Good night.
Choose legendary. Be legendary.
Okay. Choose legendary. Be legendary. Okay. Before we end this tonight, because I know you guys all have a lot of work to do, is there any leaders, Harmony, Rochelle, anyone have anything that you want to talk about?
I had a couple of Diamond and Above leaders that had some like takeaways from conference.
If you guys want to stick around for that, I'm going to keep recording the call.
Okay.
That would be great.
I think they're pretty quick, but if they wanted to chime in, I know Tina had one and Jess Bennett had one. So Tina, are you still there? I see her. Okay, Jess Bennett, are you here?
Yes, I'm here.
Hi.
Hi.
Hey, do you wanna share your takeaway?
Yes. Mine. Okay, so one thing that I hear a lot from people is that they are too busy to work this business. So a couple of things that stuck with me from conference. One of the ambassadors asked a question to us, and they said, "Are you too busy to become a millionaire?" And I just thought that was a really powerful question, and it really gives you something to think about. And then I think another one asked, how do you have 40 hours a week to spend building someone else's dream, but you can't find a couple hours to build your own? So that's what my biggest takeaway was. Like, you're not too busy for your business.
I like that a lot. I think I only had those two. Tina, can you hear us? I see you. Hey, you want to share your takeaway from conference? I know you said you had one, and I like your perspective on things because sometimes it's different. So what do you have? What smart things do you have to tell us?
Well, hopefully they're smart. I don't know. My mind has been wandering through the call, so I haven't heard exactly everything from everyone. But I think the thing that hit me the most was they kept it, like everyone kept saying it, is when you're talking to people, assume the sale. Did you already talk about this? Am I talking about something else?
No, go ahead.
Okay.
No,
and then like I've been doing this business for a long time, and I don't know why this hit me so hard, but it really did. Like, assume the sale. If you see someone, if someone likes, if you've talked to someone about the business and you've sent them the information and they like the video, don't ask them if they want to do this and get started. Assume the sale. Like, know that they said that they like this information. If they weren't interested, they would have said no. They would have said, oh, I don't want to do something like this. But instead they said, yes, I like the video. So don't say, okay, great. Are you interested in getting started? Because that's what I always said. Say, great, let's get you started. That's just it. Like, they want what you have. So let's give it to them, And I don't even know how many times we heard that at different examples. And then I was talking to someone sitting next to me. So, like, all of Harmony's team tried to sit together, and I was talking to someone sitting next to me who was personally enrolled by Harmony. And Harmony sent the current opportunity video, whatever it was at the time, and, was like, what did you think of the video? And this girl said, I liked it. And Harmony said, great, let's get you started. And that was, over a year ago. And that's what Harmony was saying. And guess what? Now she's a distributor. And she's like, okay, let's get you started. Okay. And so I just think that there's, like, I don't want to be pushy. No one wants to be pushy. No one wants to give people something that they don't want. But I think that, like, if someone didn't want to do this, they wouldn't, they wouldn't, they wouldn't be interested. So I don't know.
Like, they've already answered the question once. Are they interested? So from there on out, assume they're interested until they tell you no. I like it.
I totally agree.
Yeah.
One of the things that I loved the most was that I have already actually been talking to some newbies about is the OMG text message is what they called it. And it was, especially, like, just take your results picture. Okay. You have a results picture, or maybe a results picture that you just got from a friend, and send it out to someone and say, oh my God, I need you to look at this for me. Like, am I crazy, or do you see a difference? And then they come back and they're like, heck yeah, I see a difference. Be like, okay, we've got to get one of these on you. Like, that's it. Like, when are you free? I'm coming over. Like, when are you home? I'm coming over. And, like, they don't even give them an option. Like, they said, yeah, like, you've got to do this with me. And just like Tina said, assume the sale. They already said, like, their eyes are working. They saw the difference. That they're trying to lose weight. They're trying to go on a cruise. They're trying to get ready for spring break, whatever. Assume that this is something that they definitely want to do. That was one of my favorite things, and I've already started using it. I love it. I got some really good responses earlier.
My takeaway was when Brandon Walsh was on stage, and he said, pretend you are a stamp. Like, you stick to something until you get to your destination. Because he said, and this is something that I've been guilty of doing, he said, we built our business on Facebook, and then we realized that these other people were building their business on Instagram. So we tried out Instagram, but we weren't very good at it. And then we thought, oh my gosh, these people are building their businesses on Snapchat. I'm going to go build my business on Snapchat. Oh, these people are using something different. And he said, we kept bouncing around to things because it was working for those people. Why wasn't it working for us? And he said, when we stopped doing that and we stuck with what worked, we can be a business. We can be a couple that only works the business on one social media platform. We don't have to jump around, because that's what I've done in the past. Like, I've said, okay, I built my business mostly from Facebook. I'm going to go to Instagram. I'm going to, like, learn that. I'm going to see if I can get that going. But in reality, like, stick to what works for you. Don't recreate the wheel. Don't start over from scratch somewhere. Stick with what's going to get you to your destination. And that's whatever you're building with right now. I kind of like that.
Yeah, I like that a lot too.
Another thing I really liked, and I know I've heard this before, but it just stuck with me. you know, all those leaders up on stage sharing their stories and talking, like, first of all, they're all like us. They don't have anything magic. They just worked really, really hard.
Babe.
And hearing that it only took them, you know, it takes all of them 7 to 21
That password they
to follow up with somebody.
On mute, and they're yelling about a password.
Somebody's not mute. Maybe this is.
Yeah.
We could be done.
Pues el password de la computadora.
Oh, got it. I got her.
But like following up takes sometimes 7 to 21 times. Like, you have to put in the work. You have to get organized and realize that, like, it's okay that it may take 20 times to follow up with someone until, like, they tell you no and block you. Like, that doesn't mean no. Like, I've had people just join me and they've watched me for 3.5 years, and I've literally been in contact with them for that long. And you just need, so if you've been in the business a year and you have a hundreds list from a year ago and you haven't looked through it in a while, go back to that. Like, you need to increase the messages you're sending, increase the number of people you're getting in front of, increase the parties you're having, etc. Like, if you're going to get a bonus, like, you need to step it up a notch. And if I were you, and this is what I'm doing, when I went diamond 3 years ago, I went diamond 1 month, then double diamond the next month, and I partied. Having get-togethers is the quickest way to get volume. I promise you.
You know,
You are, I think.
Sorry, I was going to interrupt you really fast. One of the funniest things that we thought we'd ever heard was someone said, I think it was Mackenzie Schultz, you're never closer to your next promotion than the day you received your last promotion.
Amen.
Like, at the time we were like, okay, like, I remember us like I remember us being at green carpet and saying, like, you're never closer to the sunrise than the moment that the sun sets. And, like, at the time we, like, couldn't fathom it. We didn't understand it, and we thought it was the dumbest thing we'd ever heard. And now it's like, that is the truth. Like,
Yes.
like, momentum loves speed, you know. Get something. Don't feel like you have to drag your team with you. Build a business. Have a team that is excited to promote and promote and promote and promote. And that's what this bonus is going to do for you guys. Okay. All right. I'm going to go ahead and end this because we've been on this for a very long time. We might go ahead and do another video with some tips from conference, or I might put together a little something for you guys later this week, because I know that there's so many good things that that we had that are takeaways. And I just put together a thread of messages that I collected from some other leaders, or not thread of messages, but a thread of posts from the conference event. And you guys should be seeing those posted in your team pages. And they're just the different segments. So if you weren't at conference, or if there was something that you're really excited about, you can go back and rewatch it. And I know that our panel, the one that I did on Friday, we're getting ready to upload it on YouTube. And I know that Leah has her panel that they recorded also. So we'll make sure we get those uploaded on YouTube and get those out to you this week, so that way you guys can watch them. Okay. I hope that everyone has a really awesome week. And if you have any questions or want to just talk promoting or bonuses, let us know. Okay. Your leadership team is here, and we are really excited to help you guys do this. All right, guys. All right. You're free. Go do good things, guys. Bye.